Hello. This is Friday, January 12th, 2024. This is a sideshow, and I'm Theodore Parker. Today, in this area of Kentucky, Lexington, the high will be 50 degrees, and currently it is 42, feels like 34, winter weather. We do have severe weather alerts in this area. A wind advisory from Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until Saturday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have wind with periods of rain, potential for heavy rainfall, highs in the low 50s and lows in the mid 20s. Also, I'd like to make you aware that flu risk remains high over the next few days. I speak in this area, but it's something that you can be aware of nationally because flu possibly could lead to pneumonia. Right now, we are dealing with the effects of Finn, but there is another storm setting up. Gary is on its way, and it takes aim with more snow and wind. Again, in this area, expect winds up to 30 miles per hour today, gusting. Sunrise will be at 7:53 a.m. and sunset at 5:38 p.m. Air quality index, good at 15. So this is a sideshow. I am Theodore Parker. And if you're watching the sideshow on Facebook and Instagram, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Talk about it on WhatsApp. If you're watching the sideshow on YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget about the Sideshow Coffee Cup. Buy from me for $17 plus shipping and handling. Pay me through Cash App. Black 11-ounce ceramic with the Sideshow logo on it. Good for all beverages, hot and cold. In case you weren't aware, January is Sex Trafficking Awareness Month. So you might notice that I passed some information along to you in regards to that. I also have mentioned human trafficking as well when I informed you about the sustainable wine production. There is a Hollywood version of human trafficking, and the picture is called Seven Prisoners. If I recall, there's no recognizable actors for Americans, but the storyline is different from sex trafficking. So I thought I would pass that along to you. January, Sex Trafficking Awareness Month, 2024. Cat Williams still has his name and Shannon Sharp's interview on Club Shay Shay being talked about, and it's a week to the day. Still getting responses from that interview. I've taken two quotes, I guess, from it, or it's two things that Cat Williams said. One of them was boxers don't box outside their weight class. And the other one was people lie because they want to. Well, let's take a look at the boxing one for a minute. And about boxers don't box outside their weight class. So we'll just put our finger on all the boxers that we are familiar with, names who's been in the headlines. And I landed on Mike Tyson. Probably motivated by the fact that Tyson is now airing the movie starring Michael J. White on the media platform. So Mike Tyson is a familiar household name, so to speak. So let's see how a boxer's career goes. Here's a few facts. You have the amateur boxers train for about 4 years and compete in at least 118 bouts before turning pro. Boxing is supervised by a group of boxing commissioners from countries all over the world. Two main groups for the purposes of this discussion are the WBA, World Boxing Council. One was before the other chronologically, and they handle heavyweights who weigh 224 pounds or more. And for the purposes of this conversation, IBF, International Boxing Federation, they handle weight class 200 to 224 pounds. So, Mike Tyson, he won Olympic gold at 15 with a 10-second KO in the first round. At 20 years old, he weighed in for one of his bouts at 218 pounds. Mike had 58 fights, won 50 by KO. During his professional career, he fought Marvis Frazier, son of Smoking Joe Frazier, who he KO'd in 30 seconds into the first round. So that lends truism to the fact, not as fast as I used to be. It says real-time application here. The heaviest opponent that Mike Tyson fought weighed 271 pounds. He became the first heavyweight to own all three major belts, WBA, WBC, and IBF, at the same time. In 2011, Tyson was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. Speaking of the Olympics, January 2024, Olympics and Paralympics will be held in Paris this year. In January starts the Olympic trials for U.S. shootings, air, and gun. So in the first week of January, on the 5th, they had the official practice. On the 6th, they had women's and men's air, rifle, and pistol. January 7th, women's air rifle and men's air rifle and pistol. And they also had the finals for that time. February 2nd to the 10th, Paralympic shooting trials. March 11th to the 17th, Olympic shotgun trials. March 17th to the 19th, Olympic small bore rifle and pistol trials for the Olympics to be held in Paris in 2024. Many athletes have gotten their interest in sports from boys and girls clubs. I know during the formative years of my sons, we were frequent visitors. And they have these clubs across America. Maybe you did not know, or maybe you were aware, that the Boys and Girls Clubs are under the supervision of PAL, the Police Athletic League, which was founded in 1914 by two members of the NYPD. The National Association of Police has locations. National Association of Police Athletic League has locations across the United States. Officer friendly. Some headlines in the news today. Locally, Overdoses up in Lexington as fentanyl is being found in all types of drugs. 4-year-old hit by a car in Lexington, driver arrested. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reportedly considering selling their $11 million home because neighbors are sick of them. I'm not sure if that's the home that Tyler Perry made available to them or not, but that is how the headline reads. Hunter Biden's daughter hits back at Green for lying at House hearing. eBay to pay $3 million after employees sent live spiders, funeral wreath, and fetal pig to critics. National headlines. U.S. British militaries launch massive retaliatory strike against Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen. United Airlines flight makes emergency landing due to possible mechanical issue with door. I think another plane lost a door and landed in somebody's yard. Police respond to bomb threat at home of judge overseeing Trump fraud case. Maryland elections official quits after being hit with January 6 charges. Suspect who stabbed 3 officers in Times Square on New Year's Eve pleads guilty. Finland extends closure of Russian border for another month, fearing migrant influx. Finland and Switzerland are 2 of the countries that have remained neutral. As far as their alliances in the world, on the world stage. This was one that caught my attention. I saw somewhere that water had been found in Chinese missiles, considering all the things that's going on the sea. I think China has built this enormous warship. But anyway, water in Chinese missiles tanks is a fake story. The idea that water is substituted for fuel is preposterous. Corrosion-prone rockets are kept empty until needed. Now, I wonder if the same is true about Chinese military using rocket fuel to cook meals. Hot to the touch. And tribute to Martin Luther King is on Monday, national holiday. That's it. Hashtag